Welcome to Conversations with Celena, the podcast where we discover inspiration, motivation, and information to help you live your best life. I'm your host, Celena, aka Sunshine, and each week we'll dive into conversations with guests who share their testimonies, insights, and advice. We'll explore topics that uplift, encourage, and empower you to be the best version of yourself you can be. So tune in and let's have some fun while we explore all that life has to offer. Keep it smiling, sunshine, and let's go. Hey, sunshine. Hey, how are you all doing on this Saturday morning? I'm so excited to be back. If this is your first time, welcome. Welcome. This is Conversations with Celena, and I'm super excited to be back on today. I think I've been on break for like a month, but it's time to get back. Before I introduce to you today's guest, I just want to say I'm so thankful for everyone who is making I Owe Her, the Woman in the Mirror experience, a success. I can't name everybody, but on today, I definitely want to say thank you to everyone, and everything, and everybody, and every place, because we've been blessed to have the event at no charge at the first two places. And then the third place is going to be on the beautiful beach of Honolulu, Hawaii. So we know that's no charge. We just got to get there. But TL Media Team, thank you so much. Juanita Seasoning, thank you so much. Dr. Watson, the blood blocked it. Let me see. Vanessa Pryor, I know that she sent some items to go into the bags. So I'm just very, very grateful. And also Libby at 515 Creations. She's been actually making my shirts and making the bags and things like that. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. And another shout out to Joshua Thomas. Joshua helped me last Saturday set up with no complaints. So shout out to him. I'm just so overjoyed with how things are happening. But when you're doing something good and something that God has given you to do, just expect things to try to come up and get in your way and discourage you. But I'm here to encourage you to keep going, keep pressing through the tears, through the disappointments, whatever comes your way. God will give you the strength if you just don't faint. Just keep getting up and keep putting one foot in front of the other ones. That is a step of faith, a leap of faith. And God will put that wind beneath your wings. And before you know it, you're going to be soaring like an eagle. So that's all I have to say is just thank you. I'm so excited about the I Owe Her, the Woman in the Mirror experience. Hawaii is this month. Next month, we are looking at San Antonio for September and Atlanta for October, but we will announce that once everything is finalized. So just keep us in prayer. And that's all I got to say about that. So I'm so elated about today's guest, y'all. She is amazing. She is beautiful. She is loving. Oh my goodness. Ever since the first time that I've met her, I'm so excited to talk to her all the time. So be in expectancy of a treat today. You will leave encouraged and inspired. Do you hear what I'm telling you? So I'm fixing to introduce today's guest. Her name is Tamara Woodward. She is known as Coach T, or I may say Coach Tammy or Tammy, but that's who she is today. And she is the heart behind Thrive Emotion Coach University, TECU, where she helps women and a few men move from emotional survival to emotional success. With over 33 years in the trenches of healthcare, Coach T turned her own personal unraveling into a mission to help others reset, heal, and rise. She's a mama of two and a former single teenage mom who overcame abuse, trauma, shame, and regret to become a coach, a healer, and a truth teller. Her journey is proof that transformation is possible, even after the deepest pain. She built her legacy through late shifts, heartbreak, healing, and holy reroutes. After navigating her own faith journey and family dynamics, she created a space where honesty, laughter, and breakthrough live side by side. She'll soon be releasing her first book. Yes, an honest, funny, and emotionally raw look at what happens when the caregiver finally turns inward. It's a powerful peek behind the hospital curtain and a heartfelt tribute to the women who keep going when the world says stop. Whether she's coaching clients, telling the truth with a twist, or leading a soul reset workshop, Coach T shows up with real talk, compassion, and unapologetic purpose. She's healed everyone else, then she found herself. So I want you all to welcome to the stage, woo, woo, Coach T. Welcome, Coach T.
Hi, how are you guys?
Oh,
Hi, Celene. I'm already crying, Celene.
Don't cry, Coach T. Oh my goodness, you gonna have me crying.
Oh God, oh God.
God
Hey,
is
girl,
good. Yes, we finally making this happen. You know, God's timing is perfect. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for the prayers. If you don't mind, we can get started with prayer this morning before we cry anymore, because you're gonna have me over here. And I don't know if I got on lip mascara, but I need waterproof if I'm gonna be dealing with you, Coach T. So if you don't mind praying us in.
Oh, sure. Okay, well, oh great God, we
Yes,
thank you
Lord.
for
Thank you.
today. Oh
Yes, Lord.
God, and we honor you for this very moment, Lord God, that we won't ever see again. And so, God, on today, we want to say thank you. God, we ask that you would send us here during this conversation for purpose to help someone listening in today. We ask, God, that you would have your way in this conversation today. God, we thank you that you have set us on this trajectory. We thank you for every journey. We thank you for every tear that you've bottled up. We thank you that we're able today to talk about it. And we hope that someone else will make it to this place. God, we thank you for everybody listening today. And we honor you just for who you are. In Jesus' name, our hearts say together, amen, amen, and amen.
Yes. Oh, well, you all right over there?
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. I love it. You know, when I hear someone telling my story, it does make you tear up to think about all the things that you've overcome, and you're still standing strong, even on the days that you wanted to throw in the towel, that you wanted to keep your head up underneath the covers. And even now, if you just pull them over your head and say, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, you have no choice but to remove the covers, get up, and keep pushing, because it's life with a purpose now. It's not just a 9 to 5, it's life with purpose. And I saw in your bio, you said unapologetic purpose. So we don't have to say, I'm sorry. We don't have to make excuses for what we do, even if other people don't understand it.
Exactly.
Yes, yes. So I'm excited about your book. I love the hair. We some natural girls up in here today. So it's just a few things that, I just want to ask, because I'm also a coach. So I just want to ask you, like, how did you even decide to become a coach and create and be the founder of Thrive University?
Well, thank you for asking that question. And just to say, I thank you for acknowledging the book that is going to drop in September. I have yet to tell anybody about it. The book is in its final publishing stages right now. And it is just a very lovely manuscript. And I'm so proud of it. I'm so honored, and I'm just happy about it. So thank you for mentioning that. So that secret is out. Yes, the book will be available for sale, the hard copies in September. And maybe we'll come back on to talk about that.
Yes.
Also, thank you for asking me about TechU, Thrive Emotion Coach University. What prompted me to start TechU? Oh God, it's a whole host of things. I like to just start off by saying I am Coach T. I am a certified emotional health and wellness coach. I am a medical provider, over 33 years in the field. I founded Thrive Emotion Coach University um, after struggling through so much on a job through COVID. I really needed someone to talk to, and the hospital just didn't have an outlet for us through COVID. I was a teenage single mom, a
Mm-hmm.
survivor of abuse, and I worked through years of shame and trauma. So one day I broke down in the hospital during the COVID crisis,
Mm-hmm.
just watching patients pass away day after day. That really broke me. And that became my breakthrough. So now I try to help women reset, bring back some calm and joy, and that's what I do at TechU. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I know that COVID was so draining and hard, just it just was a life lived differently for us. Like, and so you're right, there was really no one there to help us. So, and I wasn't even in the hospital environment. So that had to be, people are passing away alone because your loved ones can't be there. So you're the last person that they see that they can talk to. And I did see some nurses where they were FaceTiming for the people, and I just cannot imagine what you went through during that time.
Oh, in the thick of the pandemic, I watched patients pass away alone day after day. No hugs, no goodbyes, just the beeping machines around them, and I would say mask sorrow in their eyes. One day, as I was saying, I just collapsed into the supply closet and
Wow.
just sobbed uncontrollably in my N95 mask. I was actually working on the COVID unit in DC, and I could say that moment it just cracked me wide open.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't just losing patience um, by the hour; I was also losing myself. We had very minimal PPE, and just the goings on of the hospital, that is a federally qualified facility that kind of is also a trauma center that treats our lowest income residents, was a lot. So that breakdown became the beginning of my breakthrough, I would say.
Wow. And so you're no longer in the hospital, you're strictly Coach T now, right?
No, actually, I manage a practice with a single provider now, and I do my business on the side, but no more in the hospitals.
More in
Yep,
the
I came
hospital.
out. I came out of the hospital setting. Yes.
Mhm. Okay, okay. I know that, like, we had family members who passed away, and like you said, not being able to attend, and just being there alone. I know for you, recovering from
Right.
that like what did that journey look like recovering? I know you say that Thrive University was born from that, but the breakdown and the meltdown that you had in the closet, like how would you describe that experience? Because I know COVID may not be like a pandemic right now, but people are having meltdowns in the closets. People are having meltdowns on the job. People are having meltdowns inside the church. So give us a little bit of insight. Like it was my breakdown, but it was my breakthrough. And this is how I overcame. Because I
Yeah.
saw your bio, like you had abuse, you had all this kind of stuff. But at this moment in time, when you like walked into your purpose, knowing that this is the end of this season right here, but it's the beginning of this new season because God is doing a new thing in my life. Like, what does that look like?
So that is a excellent question, and I appreciate that question. Thank you for asking that. I will have to say that is a loaded question, and
I wasn't trying to load it up, but you know,
and I want to be very honest. So we may have to break that down and compartmentalize it because that is all. It is a lot of what I can share that went into building me into the person that I am sitting before you today. And I'm still a work in progress. May I
that's
just
right.
say?
That's right. We all are. We all
Yeah,
are.
yeah. But what I can say is, yeah. So that breakdown in the supply closet at the hospital, wow. Not only did it help me to realize that change has to happen
Mm-hmm.
and that accountability has to happen, and um, I need to do something more.
Mm-hmm.
Something has to be done. It also was a very major reflection on my life in the past,
Mm-hmm.
um, my childhood, my children. It was a huge eye opener for me as far as my entire life, and it helped to shape the person sitting in front of you guys. It helped to shape where I hope to be in my future, having to live and work on the COVID unit for those years. Yeah, so it was. I hope that is beginning to answer your question, but it was definitely not a one answer I can give for that. It's a layer of things, and we can unpack it as we go. But it definitely was the start of me realizing that something more has to happen for the nurses that are here, for us, for my family, for the families that I'm standing beside, holding a hand, that no one came to visit the entire time. Um, it was a lot. Yeah, it was a
Mm-hmm.
lot. I got through that with a lot of tears, a lot of handkerchiefs, a lot of coaching, and just talking it through with other coaches and other physicians. I'm so grateful that I have been tenured for 33 years around physicians, and I've been able to kind of bounce off of them issues that I'm having, and what's going on, and to get the help and coaching and counseling that I need. For the biggest piece of it, I would say my spiritual connection and my faith
Mm-hmm.
is everything
Mm-hmm.
in one word. And it is the most that I have. It is what I hold on to, pull from, run to, And so that is what I can say is how I made it over, or how I made it through those tough years.
Well, as you were talking, we believe that all things work together for our good, right? But
Yeah.
when we're going through it and we're crying the tears, we it's hard. It's hard to see how this is going to work in my favor. How
Yeah.
is this going to help me help others? And so, every time I see like trauma inside of someone's bio, or single parenthood, single mother, I resonate with that, because I also have overcome, abuse, and being a single parent, still a
Yeah.
single parent,
Yeah.
but when you look back, it was all part of a bigger plan, because we would not be who we are. So I'm saying all that to say that I love the woman that I see in front of me, like who you are becoming. And that and I'm so thankful to Shadon. She's in here. Did you see her?
No,
She
I
said,
don't have my screen watching me talk because I don't want to get nervous. So my screen is on a page of letters that I'm just looking at. I can't
oh,
see
okay.
you. No, I can't see you, and I can't see me, and I'm just talking. So I don't know what's on my lip. I don't know what's in my.
No, you look beautiful. You look beautiful. So she's in here, and I'm thankful to her that I got a chance to meet you, because, our story, she's like, you got to meet my cousin because your stories are so similar. And so I'm thankful for that, because you inspire the rest of us who may be in that breakdown moment, may be in that closet crying right now, um, having that breakdown. And so if you're telling us you held on to your faith, you ran to, God, you held on to his unchanging hand, that's what we need to hear. Like the testimony behind, this is what I went through, but this is how I overcame. This is what I even through wanting to give up, even through the tears, even through the heartache, even through the betrayal, I held on when I wanted to let go.
Yeah.
And so that's what I mean. You were answering the question, but definitely like just part of that testimony, because now you are Coach T. And Coach T, listen, shine that bright, baby. Let us know, like, what do we need to do to come out that closet so that we can bloom and blossom and shine, because there's such a glow on you, and you could just tell that God is in the midst of it. So yes, I'm just thankful for our story. I'm thankful for our journey. People, they see the glory, but they don't know the story. And so that's the reason that this platform is here, so that people like you, the overcomers, the people who are victorious, like we're no longer survivors, we're thrivers. Like we
Yes.
come through that portion of it. So we're more than conquerors. And God is like putting that wind beneath our wings so that we can soar and we can help others.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said it.
Well, that's okay. You can piggyback off of it and tell us.
Okay. Well, I want to say I agree with that, and
Yeah.
definitely and most definitely, he is lifting us up, raising us higher, and definitely the wind beneath our wings. If you are someone who is going through a difficult situation, as we all do at some point in time, um, just know that there is another side. There you can and will get to the other side. So I hope that my company and others like mine will be available to definitely just offer what we have to help one get to the other side. I like to also make sure to say this disclaimer. I don't profess to be a doctor. I am not a therapist. I'm not a psychotherapist. I am not a psychologist. I do one thing. One thing. I am a emotional health and wellness coach, and I help you unlearn chaos and relearn calm and how to walk in clarity. That's it.
Girl, say that again for the people in the back. I love it. Chaos to calm. We need that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
That's
need
all I
that
do.
in the world.
Yeah.
So how do we get connected? What is it that we need to do? Tell us how to go from chaos to calm. How do we reach you? How do we look for TE? Is it TECU?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, definitely. I am on Facebook. I also have a very beautiful, easy to find website. And again, my company is called Thrive Emotion Coach University. Thrive Emotion Coach University. I have a slogan, bye bye to yesterday. So if you type in either bye bye to yesterday.com or thriveemotioncoachuniversity.com, it'll take you right to the website. On the website, you'll be able to see the full menu of what we offer. As far as our services, you'll also be able to set an appointment right there on the website.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think that is amazing. And whew, I wish you could coach us right now because the world seems so chaotic. Like we are reaching and grabbing, looking for the calm, like in every situation, because
Yeah.
you cannot turn to the left, the right, or the news because you really will feel so overwhelmed and so anxious. So calm is something that is needed. And, I think we haven't heard emotional intelligence until like just in the past few years. It's
Yeah, we
always
never.
been a thing, but it's like, how emotionally intelligent are you? I know I was a basket case.
Me too.
Like, just because of the things that you go through, you feel so misunderstood when you respond certain ways. People don't understand it's because of trauma, it's because of neglect, it's because of abuse, it's because of abandonment, it's because of those things that you respond the way that you respond until you really learn how to remain calm, give it over to God, and just, and that's hard. I had a meltdown like 2 weeks ago. I felt like I had a meltdown,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
forgave. I forgave. And it's like, always having to go back to that. Now I can do it a little bit quicker and say, God, you know what? People are not always capable of giving you what you need. So we have to meet them where they are and just forgive them. Forgive them for not being able to be emotionally available for you, to you, whatever it is. And so when we're doing these workshops, Coach T, guess who the first student is? We are. Because when I said
Absolutely.
I wanted to do I Owe Her, the Woman in the Mirror, God's like, well, honey, I need you to look in the mirror first. So it's been some mirror work for sunshine over here, but that's okay. Like I'm going through it because it's what I'm supposed to do. So I'm not even gonna apologize. I'm gonna be unapologetic in my purpose, like Coach T. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I will piggyback on that and say, Thrive Emotion Coach University, or Tech U, was born out of my own burnout, a breakthrough, and belief that emotional healing should feel like coming home to yourself. It's where we come together to say bye bye to yesterday and learn how to breathe again, because thriving isn't just for the lucky people, it's for you and me.
Mm-hmm.
And by having so much trauma in my life as a teen mom, high school dropout, GED graduate, survivor of abuse, mother through the pain, my kids, two beautiful children, one being transgender, one being gay. It has been a, for a lack of better words, a roller coaster and whirlwind. So almost like a tsunami
Mhm.
in my life. So this was definitely my why. That was definitely my why, and this was definitely necessary. I should say, Tech U was not an option; it was necessary, um, and it was my story. So it's been kind of always here, and I've unfortunately and fortunately I can say now, because I use it now to empower women instead of hiding behind it. But back then I would have said, unfortunately, my life had been on a stage, and everyone saw, from my church to my friends, my colleagues, everyone saw what I had to go through in life, with my kids and my marriages, and divorced and married again. Oh my God. So from my hair to wigs to natural, it has all been a whirlwind. But I'm on the other side of it. I can help you get to the other side of it. I can help you by sharing what I did to get to the other side of it. And I just want to tell people that I promise you, God don't miss. The other side of it is a lot more beautiful and well worth the wait.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah, you almost brought me to tears with that, because you do, and you say it's on stage for everyone to see. It does feel like everybody, and not everybody even know, but at the time that you're going through it, it feels like everybody
Yeah.
knows,
Yeah.
and they're being judgmental,
Oh,
and
yeah.
no safe space for you, which
Yeah.
is the reason why, I do what I do as well, is because you want to be to others what you needed, what you didn't have. And
Exactly.
so, yeah, because people are so judgmental. Like I used to be one of those people. Like just because I thought we was all going to hell. You got on
Um,
makeup, you going to hell. You got on pants, you going to hell. You
oh
off and
yeah.
real wide open. But I don't believe that anymore.
Today.
Like
Yeah.
it's a heart posture. And so you could be no makeup, no pants, and your heart posture not be right, and you gonna beat everybody else that's fully made up with booty shorts on, like we got it so twisted that that we focusing on the wrong thing. What is your heart like? How are you treating people that don't look like you, that don't act like you? How are you treating
Oh.
them? Are you treating them with love, or are you treating them
Oh.
from a place that you think that you're superior to them? Like
Hmm.
not. Like we've all, if somebody went and opened up our closet, honey,
Oh.
we would be just as embarrassed and shameful, but that's bye-bye to the past.
Bye
Because
bye to
all of those
yesterday.
things, bye-bye to yesterday, because all of those things are the reason we have become who we are. All of those things in the closet, like there's no more guilt, there's no more shame. And I'm so
Hmm.
thankful for that. I will tell it in the grocery store. You know how I know? Because I tell it in the grocery store. And I don't whisper when I tell it. I don't hold my head down when I tell it. I hold my head up. I stand 10 toes down in my truth, because it is my truth. And if somebody else disagree, that's none of my business, because it's my truth to tell.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Yes,
Powerful,
ma'am.
powerful, Celine. Yeah. I just want to say congratulations, free woman. Congratulations, free woman.
It feels so good to be free. And don't get me wrong, let's not get it twisted, because I'm about being transparent. There are parts of it that I still struggle with just releasing. Like because I do have my children, and I have to be careful of how I, put things out there. but it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful just to be able to say this happened to me. I mean, people don't want to admit that um, incest is a for real thing that children go through on a regular basis with the family that's supposed to be trusted with the children. You know, that
Yeah.
trauma is real.
Yeah.
Sexual assault, that it's all real.
Yeah.
And but we sweep these things under the rug. And
Well,
you at yeah, the rug, it just turned into a mountain. It's no longer a rug anymore. So we keep sweeping, 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 and now it's a mountain. But it's like I lost my thought. Yeah, anyway, we sweep it up underneath the rug, and it's somebody had to rip it off. Somebody's got to say, listen, we got to start talking about this. We got to start paying attention to these children and stop making excuses for the ones that are creating these crimes, because that's really what they are, you know. And
yeah.
so and then judging when the young lady or the young man, when they grow up and they're in these relationships and stuff, we're looking at them like, I don't know what they doing that for, or they're on drugs. I don't know why they doing all that, or they're overeating. She just lazy and she just doing this. There's trauma. There's unresolved issues that need to be dealt with. And instead of us looking from a place of compassion,
Yeah.
we over here with the gavel, you know, thinking that we're the judge, but we're not. Like,
Yeah.
we're no better. We just stayed with it until we overcame. And so now that we're on the peak of it, we're trying to go back and pull other people up, but not everybody want to come. And so
Yeah.
we got to be mindful. Like, if I'm pulling and tugging on you and you really don't want to come, I got to let you, you know, go through that process. You got to go through that process. We can't pull others out of their process. We had to go through our process. We can just help and assist them through the process, but nobody can go around. You can't go around, because it's still a process and it's your journey. And we're here to help you along that journey.
Exactly. Exactly. I like to say, if I may, um,
You can have the
we,
floor, Coach C.
we use a acronym, TECU, um, uh, and we say TechU because TECU, TechU is all about deep, lasting personal growth, emotional, mentally, and spiritually. So the T stands for transform, the
Love
E
it.
stands for empower. We don't just support, we equip women to reclaim their voice, their value, and their vision. The C stands for coaching. We provide real, relatable, and results driven emotional intelligence coaching rooted in clarity and care. And the U is for uplift because every session or workshop, every tool and space at TechU is designed to uplift your spirit, not just temporarily, but to be sustainable.
Mhm.
So I want to not only invite your audience, but I also invite you, Celine, to get online and look at our themed sessions and workshops and see which one works for you best because even the baddest coaches need coaches.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Coaches need coaches.
Coaches need coaches, doctors need doctors,
That's it.
therapists need therapists. I mean,
That's that's
beauticians need hairstylists. Like
that's it.
we
So you
need
you just had your breakdown last week, and I had mine yesterday. So coaches need coaches. Yeah.
that's right.
Mhm.
That's right. So when is your next workshop?
I do workshops as they're scheduled. I do a beautiful community workshop every year at the Laurel Branch Library. And you'd be able to see some pictures and some videos and testimonials on the website. But that's something that's a standing workshop. We do it during the summer months at the Laurel Branch Library for the entire community. It's a huge event, and the library sponsors us every year for that. I'm very proud of that. But workshops are scheduled anytime a person would like. You can get onto the website, into my calendar, and see if it's an available date, and you can schedule. I'll give you an example of a workshop. We do plant therapy and aromatherapy workshops for church groups, for organizations, for birthday parties, for date nights, and for any event that you would like us to come out. Let's say you have you and your sweetie back from your busy work week, and you want a date night workshop. TechU will come. We'll bring our little pots. We'll bring our plants. We'll come. We'll set the atmosphere, and we'll do some repotting and just have a real good time with some light coaching and some guided plant therapy. Let's say your kids is having a birthday party, and you want a safe but fun activity. You can set a workshop for your birthday party for your child. TechU will come. We'd set up everything, and we'd have a really good time. It's always so much fun for the kids to interact, repotting plants, talking, learning about nature, and it's just a safe space. If you want a one-on-one session with coaching, you can do that. Or if you'd like a one-on-one virtual plant therapy workshop session, we also offer that type of session as well. So we have themed sessions available. It's a real good time at TechU, I must say.
Oh, wow. Look, I was looking at those plants behind you, and I'm just like,
this is, if you don't mind, I'll show you. This is
not at all. I told you, you got the
now this is in the raw, guys. And I probably should turn it on so I can see what I'm doing. Let me turn on the pic. Okay, now I can see you. Now I'm back. I can see me now. Well, this is what I do. These are all live plants, and this is just what I. Anyone who knows me knows that this is my thing, and this is my home. This is what I do.
So okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, so plant therapy is
I never heard of that before.
Yeah, well, plant therapy is what got me through the difficult moments of my years dealing with my two children, and their decisions to be gay and transgender. And I respect their lives so much. As part of their stories, it's of course my story because it's my story in my life, but I really try to respect their space and their boundaries. So I kind of let them tell their story themselves, and I only talk about the parts that I don't think will offend them much, or that people won't take and use it to hurt them. But but that what I also should say that I talk about that part of my life to help other moms and women and men that are transitioning through teenage and young adult children transitioning, and them transitioning themselves. It's not easy. That is not an easy place to be as a mom. But yet again, there's hope out here. There's help out here, and you can get to the other side of that. You said it best when you said, we never knew about emotional intelligence. No one ever, we didn't. Oprah Winfrey has been talking about it for years, but who has Oprah's money? Jay-Z and Beyonce's of the world and all these people, they always talking about emotional intelligence, but no one brought it to our level. No one brought it to our level. So finally, we got it. And God gave it to one person. Another person gave it to another person. And now I got it. I'm certified and I'm ready to share how to be emotionally intelligent and how to be emotionally healthy
Mhm.
uh, with the world now. Yeah. So we getting there, sis. We getting there. Clock it. Clock it.
Yes. And we're getting there day by day, and when you're tested, you're like, Lord, did I pass that test? I don't think I passed that one right now, but I did good in that one. Like you got to kind of pat yourself on the back. Like in that situation, I held strong, but in this one, I had a complete meltdown, but that's okay because we're getting there one situation at a time,
Brick by brick,
brick
brick
by
by
brick,
brick.
bite by bite. Can't eat that elephant all in one bite, so it's one bite at a time.
That's it. That is it.
Mhm. Yes, ma'am. Well, tell us what you want us to know about the book because I can't wait for you to release it.
Oh, Celine!
I
I
can't
was
wait for
hoping that
you
was over with, Celine.
No, girl, that you had it in the bio. So now the cat is out the bag. I read it in the bio. So it's no
Certain people
longer
are on here watching that I hadn't told yet, like my mom, my apostle. I hadn't
well, they
shared
know
it.
now. You put it out there in the bio.
I think I just put a teaser out there that it was
It
coming.
said a book release coming soon. Wait a minute, let me pull it back
Yeah,
up, man.
that's right. That's
You
right.
making it seem like I done spoiled it all.
Oh no, no, no. It's not a spoiler alert. It is really a great blessing.
It
Um
is.
I have Celine, you said Shadon was on here. I can't see anything. I've clicked it off again because I get too nervous. And I don't want to start tripping up over my words just looking at myself and all that. But I just have to say I love you, cousin. My I have a huge family. We have several cousins, so many that I don't even know if I can count them all. We have a lot of
Mhm.
cousins. I have one sister cousin, if you know what a sister cousin is, and that's Shadon. Not only are we twin cousins by birth, we were born the same day, same year, same month, 30 minutes apart. So they said my grandmother was at one hospital with me being born and then tried to rush over to Shadon to see her being born. We're 30 minutes apart. My mom and her father are brother and sister by the same parents. So we have been sister cousins all of our lives. And when I say she has been the the rock and my steady when it's not my when it hasn't been
Whew.
my husband or the person in my life that has held me up, it's been her. And she has said to me for so long, you have got to tell it. You have got to tell your story. And I have been so afraid, scared to scared to death of what people were going to say,
Mhm.
of how people are going to see me. You think you all of that, you this and that, you're not that. You don't have this education. What gives you the right? You don't have this degree. Oh my God, just self-sabotaging into a whole nother level
You
for
speaking to me, girl.
for years, Celine, for years. And it was it was a couple when we started Tech U, because Shadon is also my business coach. She is also a coach. She is my business coach, and she has a business for to help. build out businesses, and I will let her share that whenever she wants to. But she's my business coach, and she has never let up on me telling this story. It was recently, some months ago, several months ago, that the Lord solidified it in my spirit and said to me, and for those people that are not very spiritual, it was my light bulb moment or that awakening moment, whatever you want to call it. I identified as my higher power, my spirit, and the Lord speaking to me, letting me know that it's time. It's time to pen. It's time to write. It's time to write it down. And the story has to be told. And the story has to be told, is what I kept hearing. And I started writing. It is a hilarious book. I don't want to give out the name of it. I'll wait until it drops. But it is a very hilarious memoir. This first one is a paperback and a smaller book, a very quick and easy read. You will find yourself laughing and crying, then laughing hysterically and crying at the same time. I urge you all to just stay tuned, stay in touch, keep a watch out, because the book will be ready for a sale September 1. So the printing is being done now, and it'll be ready for purchase September the 1st.
That's right around the corner. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow, Celine. I listen to the book almost every day in my car as I'm driving to work, because I'm listening to it. And Celine, every time I'm listening to the book, I'm laughing hysterically at myself, and then I'm crying. I mean, it's really just a really moving experience. Shadon has listened to it, and she has said the same thing. So I can't wait to share it with the world. I really can't. Thank you, Celine. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I can't wait either. I need to go. Can we pre-order copies?
No, you know what? Let me find out if we can pre-order copies, because I have a very beautiful Fiverr who did my KDP publishing and everything. And I have to ask that question. I will get back to you with that. But don't worry, it'll be ready for sale September 1st.
Okay. Okay. Like I said, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, that was very touching. You girl, I had to get my Kleenex. Lord have mercy. I was trying to keep it together, but when you have a sister, cousin, or you have someone that believes in you, that you can talk to, that encourages you, it's hard to find, you know.
Oh, Celine.
Yeah.
I've had to let go several family members who just I have found that they're just not healthy for my space.
Mm-hmm.
I have to, these days I know how, as a coach, I know how to protect my space and how to give my mentals the integrity that it deserves.
That's right.
I've had to cut off family members because I just I'm even afraid to be in their space.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say having a person is hard to find, it really is, Celine. It really is. I really honor God. I honor the universe. I honor myself too, for just allowing truth between the both of us. Yeah.
Mm. Yes. And let me just tell you, your sister cousin loves her some Tammy. Do you hear me?
No.
He done made it super duper clear. Even to somebody that ain't even close by, DC, Maryland, none of that, how she feels about you and how she gonna stand 10 toes down for her sister cousin. So just
no.
Yes. Just know you are loved by your cousin. And
Oh,
you know, that's what we're here for, is to love, and to love unconditionally, not because you can do this for me and this and this and that, because we we mature, and people don't want to see our growth. They want to always remember
ooh,
of who we used to be and where we used to
ooh.
be. But
Wow.
when you outgrow certain, when those plants outgrow that pot, what do you got to do? You got to uproot it, and you
Oh
got to
yeah.
move to a bigger space that's able
Oh
to
yeah.
accommodate. And
Oh
so
yeah.
that's even for us. Yes, we can bloom where we're planted, but there comes a time when you say, I have outgrown this pot right here.
Oh
This
yeah.
space no longer serves me. So you have to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and
Yeah.
reposition somewhere else in the sunlight, because you don't had enough rain. You got to get over here in the sunlight
Oh
where
yeah.
there's encouragement, where there's empowerment, where
Oh
there's
yeah.
prayers, where there's people who genuinely want to see you be
Oh
successful.
yeah. Oh yeah. Preach, Celene. Preach, honey. Preach.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
let you preach, Pastor. I'm gonna let you preach, Pastor. You preach.
my apostle, Apostle Danny Flanagan, Dr. Danny Flanagan Jr. said, people are not afraid of who you are today. They're not afraid of what they see in front of them. They're afraid of who you will be tomorrow and what they're going to see. I said, wow,
Mhm.
wow. Yeah.
And as
So,
long as they can get into your mental space in your head, like it's hard enough. Like when you mentioned self-sabotage, it's hard
oh,
enough that you up here replaying, on repeat what used to be, what happened before, all this kind of stuff. But then here you got other folks that want to remind you. I can't stand when people say, girl, you remember when you used to talk to blah, blah, blah. Who? I don't even remember what you're talking about. Don't be bringing up that old stuff. God is doing a new thing. Can't you see it? Like I'm reaching, I'm reaching for what God has for me. I'm not looking back in the rearview mirror. I'm focused on what's ahead. Yes, you do
mm,
have to tap back because that's part of your story. That's part of your testimony. You went through that pain for the purpose that you're walking in now. So I'm not saying forget about everything that you've been through, but we don't live there anymore. Those keys no longer work. And so when the people around you only want to hold on to who you used to be and what you used to do, it's time to release them.
it's funny you say that, Celine, because that was part of my driving force to wanting to become a coach versus a therapist. I've had years of medical experience. I could have decided to just go get a therapy degree. That was not what I wanted to do. I tell my clients when they first come into their introductory session what the difference is in my and my language of a therapist and a coach. And I kind of always give this analogy of the therapist being the person that will mend your wings. They deal with the issues of your past and try to help you to sort out what's going on and navigate your way through what has happened in the past. And definitely there is a space for that and very needed. But the coach is going to be the person to help you take flight. So that bird is going to get their bandages and their wings mended by that therapist, but the coach will help that bird take flight and reach new levels and get to the goal, get to the finish line.
Mhm.
That is the difference between a coach and a therapist, and why I decided on the path of coaching versus just going back to school to do the therapy. Yeah.
And you have so much more freedom as a coach. If you would have
Oh,
went back to get
absolutely.
the degree, like you got they keep you in a box. You can only do this. You can only say this. All of this type of stuff, and the rules are so very strict when it comes to being a therapist. When you're a coach, it's like
It's uncharted territory. I also
uncharted. Yes.
I also would say too that there is definitely a place for both People
Mhm.
need that. If you need a coach, you need a coach. And coaches and therapists work closely together.
Yes.
I know I do. I work with a lot of therapists. They refer clients to me when clients are ready to get to the next level. And I refer clients to therapists when I feel like they need some underlining attention. So therapists and coaches work closely together. One is not better or less better than the other in my opinion. And there is room and there is place and value in both of those modalities. I will just say I have
Yeah.
a sister who is a licensed therapist, and she just got her license. Hey, Ray Ray! And I'm so excited for her. Black excellence is always moving. And so I'm so excited for the therapist that's up and coming and the therapist that's been around a long time. We work together and we try to heal people, and that's what we do. But definitely, there is a difference. There is definitely a clear and stark difference between the both of us and what we do. Yeah. So I'm
Yes.
really proud to be a coach. Very proud.
Yeah, I'm excited too because I was the reason I said it the way that I did is because I was thinking about going back to school, and I'm thinking, girl, I feel like I'm in the season of do, like it's time to do now. Going back, it would just be very time consuming for me, and I don't think that's where I'm supposed to dedicate my time. Is
Got
in
it.
the book. I'm supposed to take my experiences and be the coach, not the
Got
book and be the therapist, but the experiences and be the coach. So that's the reason why I said it that way, because it is going to limit me,
Yeah.
because I'd have to be in school, in the books, doing this type of thing. And then when I'm done, it's very structured. And when with a coach, like you said, it's kind of uncharted
Oh
territory.
yeah.
You can do and maneuver and do different things. And I mean, one therapist, she was telling me that she can't do virtual like in a different state. I don't know,
That's
like
right.
some places, and I guess degrees and states allow you to cross state lines doing the telehealth, but she can't. So it just limits her to this small town and state. So I think that's unfortunate, because as a coach, like you said, you can go schedule an appointment. We can
Oh
do a
yeah.
Zoom call, virtual therapy
Yeah.
session, plant session, and
Yeah.
it just opens up so many opportunities to touch
Oh,
other people. And once you, what they say, each one reach one, when you
oh,
help one person, you never know how many lives you just touched from blessing that one person.
it's so true. I even have for those people who haven't been on my website, thriveemotioncoachuniversity.com, please go there and visit it, or you can type in bye bye to yesterday.com. I have even a Netflix and chill session where a lot of my clients that just need a Netflix and chill coach, someone to chill down and stress down. You can go on book that Netflix and chill session. You choose the movie, and oh my gosh, someone chose Scream. And I hate scary movies, but guess what? Guess
Wow.
what? That was their session, and so you better believe I was 100% present.
That is so creative.
Yeah,
I
so
love
I have
that.
so many theme sessions, and it's just we have a menopause session. We just have so many theme sessions, and I tell you, it's such a beautiful vibe. Tech you, it's just a vibe, just a beautiful vibe. Yeah. So go online and check us out, guys. Thrive Emotion Coach University, or bye bye to yesterday.com.
Yes, yes, please do that. So I have to say this about your hair, because we are natural and
Oh
we
no.
don't. So I was never natural. I've always had a relaxer until I got sick in 2015 and the top of my head was bald. So
Oh,
when it started growing back, I could care less about hair because I was a size 2 and I was fighting for my life. And
oh.
but then I would take some blessed oil. Some people don't even know what blessed oil is.
Nothing but a no, nothing but
Yeah, it's olive oil that's been
olive oil that done been prayed. That's
prayed.
all it is.
That's what it is. But this girl said your hair is so pretty. This was Sassy Friend was bigger, And she said, "What did you do?" I said, "Girl, I would anoint my head with blessed oil." And she said, "What is blessed oil?" I was like, blessed oil. She's like, mm-mm. So I had to tell her. So now I'm like, you may not know what it is, but it's just virgin olive oil that's been prayed over. And
Yeah.
so I would put it on my scalp because that's all I had. And my hair eventually started growing back. And when it grew back, it was just so soft and so fine that, I didn't want to put any chemicals on it. So that's, a little bit about my natural hair journey. But when I saw your new fabulous picture, I was like, oh, I'm loving her hair.
Celine, why did you have to go to Celine?
Girl, you told me to use this picture because you wanted to talk about this journey. Now that I'm up, you beating the messenger. You cannot beat up the messenger, baby.
Oh, Celine, you're right. I sure didn't I?
So I wasn't going to let you go. So I'm giving you the opportunity to talk about the book, to talk about the business, and to talk about the hair journey.
Oh, yes, I didn't I? Okay, well, let me tell you, Celine, the hair journey. I thought we'd be off by now, Celine. The hair journey, I tell you, it has been something else, Celine. Black women in general have hair issues, okay, except those who don't, because there's always going to be somebody that says, I don't have no hair. No problem, you excluded. We're going to exclude you. But the typical Black person straight out of the roots, straight out of Africa, that understand the diaspora that lies within us. Most of us have hair issues. Mm-hmm. And we're trying so hard a lot of times to fit in to what is considered acceptable, what is considered beautiful, what is considered in or trendy. It's so exhausting, Celine. Mm-hmm. It's so exhausting. My husband likes when I wear wigs, straight wigs. And I got to a point where I was exhausted with straight wigs, Celine. And I didn't feel my full self in a straight wig. Mm-hmm. So I decided, and even though I still like to switch it up, and I will switch it up if I feel like wearing a wig today, I will. If I don't, I won't. I think I can say today I'm okay within my own skin. Mm-hmm. And I'm okay with my own hair. India Ari said, I am not my hair, in a song that she sang. And we're not our hair. Our hair happens to be a part of us. Mm-hmm. And we can't really do much to change the natural origin of our hair, even when we put in a relaxer, unless we continue to manipulate continue to manipulate it over and over. But mm-hmm. when it becomes an exhausting process, when it becomes an identity crisis, when it becomes a mask, when it becomes a headache and something that just doesn't feel authentic when you look at yourself, I think that there lies a problem. And I had gotten to that point of full exhaustion of trying to do all of that. And I decided that for me, at 50 years old, my husband, my friends, my kids, and anyone else who sees me should see me exactly how I show up and should respect me for exactly who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just where I am with my hair journey. Whether I'm in a wig today or whether I'm in my natural hair, how I show up is how I want to be respected. And that is really where I am, and the vibe that I'm trying to stay in these days. Yeah. At 50 years old, it took me until now to get to this place.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
I understand. I'm 53,
Yeah.
and this year will be my 10-year anniversary of when they found me unconscious on my living room floor.
All
I ended
right.
up being a size 2. My head was bald. They told my mama that I was going to die. And here I am 10 years later to tell my
Hey,
testimony.
hey,
Hey,
girl, hey,
hey, yes.
hey,
Woo! So, I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful to be here. And when you say you show up, how you
show
show
up.
up is how you should be respected. I don't worry about a wig. I remember I used to be like, oh, let me put me a wig on because I thought it made me look better or feel better. And sometimes, you do want to kind of throw that hair a little
Change
bit
it.
because
I
that's the mood
change
that you're in
it.
that day. But that's how versatile, we can be. One
Oh
day
yeah.
have braids, one day we can have locks, one day we can have afro, one day we can have straight, and so I love that, but I
About
choose
us. I
now,
love that
yeah,
about us.
I love that, but I choose to show up just as my natural self. And
Yeah.
so I think I am gonna get some little what do you call it, twists, just
Yeah.
so I can stop messing with it every single day to kind of just give my hair a break, but not because I don't want to wear my natural hair, because this is who I am.
That's it.
I am that little heavy set girl that used to be abused. I am that wife that went through physical abuse, emotional abuse. I am
Mm,
that child who went through sexual abuse and incest. I am that person, but I become this beautiful person that God has given me beauty for those ashes. And I
oh yeah.
embrace it now. Whereas before I shied away from it. I hid myself. I hid my face because I was so full of guilt and shame. But I'm not there anymore. So nobody can shut me up. You can try, but hey, I'm out here telling my own story. You tell your version and I'm gonna tell my version. So I can't worry about what you're doing. That's your business. I'll have to stay focused on the assignment that God has given me and be obedient. And when I heard
Yeah.
you say, and I'm gonna let you go, when I heard you say that it was time, God said it's time to write. Like I keep hearing people tell me, you need to write, you need to write. So I said, you know what? At my last event, I did promise them an ebook. And I did that on purpose because I know that I'm supposed to be doing something. It may not be the big version, but I have to start somewhere. I
Yes.
have to put things down on paper.
Yes.
And so because I told them that, I have to do what I said. And
And I'm
so
gonna hold you to that.
yes, and I know God wants us to do this because when we've transitioned over, these videos will still be here. Those books will still be here. The things that we've been through will help other people get get through that day,
That's
because
right.
I can't name all the people that has helped me along the way, because I had one person to help me get through this day. And then God placed another person to help me get through that day.
Yeah.
And day by day, bite by bite, we have made it through. And so anyway, girl, I don't even know what I was saying. I get so excited sometimes when I get to think about what
So
my
you're going to write. You were saying you're going to write that ebook?
woo! Yes. Miss Elizabeth in here saying, yeah, so we're gonna encourage one another. And I do hope and pray that this book is like number one top seller, and that your calendar is so booked and busy that you have to hire help for Thrive Emotion Coach University. Like, I just love what you're doing. I love who you're becoming. I'm thankful for Shadon for introducing us. And so I didn't mean to keep you this long, but I was trying to get you to come on out and tell us, girl. You gotta tell us, give us the tea, honey.
What's tea?
So, did you have anything that you wanted to share? I do have two questions for you.
I
Um,
just wanted to say thank you. You've been trying to get me on for quite a while, and we you know we it was like hit or miss. And to be honest, I was just scared and nervous.
you're not the
So
only person. So it wasn't bad, was it?
no, so I just thank you for your persistence. Please be persistent. Please be persistent, Celine. Please be persistent, because people like me need persistent people in their lives. A persistent person in my life is an anchor for me. So because I still struggle with just back and back, shying away, back and back, and going into my little shell of I'm not going to do that, and I'd rather just not be. I still go into that, and I work through that every day, coaching myself through it, and being coached as well through it. So please continue to be persistent, and I thank you so much. I didn't want to leave you without saying that you are amazing. You are
Oh, thank
amazing. You
you.
are so beautiful, and you are so purposeful. You have so much purpose, Celine. And I'm just so grateful to be part of your story. Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's
I'm
do
waiting
it.
for your
Let's do
questions. Yeah.
it. Yes. What did I want to say? Okay, so for anyone that has been listening or will listen, what is your one takeaway? So if you wanted to say, listen, y'all, if you didn't hear anything else that Coach T said today, I want this to be your main takeaway. What would that be?
Ooh. I want you to know that TechU, Thrive Emotion Coach University, is one avenue here to help you transform, become empowered, to be coached, and to be uplifted. And I want you to know that lasting personal growth, emotional, mental, and spiritual, is very, very necessary for you to transform. So do the work, work on you, do the work.
That's right. That's right. It falls right in line with the woman and the man in the mirror. Because once I get the woman in the mirror like off the ground, we're gonna do the man in the mirror. So I'm telling you, your bio was speaking to me because you're like even a few men, because we don't want to leave anyone out, but we do have a focus, and our main focus is to do what God assigned us to do, and that's love His people.
That's right.
Let's love His people. So the last question is, um, if you could tell your younger self something, what would you tell little Tammy?
Oh my God. Oh, Celine. If I could speak to my younger self, I would say, it's all part of a greater plan, and it's going to work out. It will be okay in the end.
And if it hadn't worked out, it's not the end.
That's it. It's part of a greater plan.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be okay.
Amen. That's beautiful. Woo, that was good. So let me see. Do I have a takeaway? My takeaway that I would say of everything that I said, is to piggyback off of you, because 10 years ago they didn't say she might die. They didn't say it's 50-50 chance. They said she's going to die.
Mm-mm.
And you know We have the power to speak life. We do.
Mm.
And my friend said, "Girl, your mama was over there in the corner and she was praying down."
Mm.
She
Hallelujah.
reminds me of, and she said, "I don't think," she said, she's so funny because she's a nurse. And she said, "I don't think that,"
No, Celine.
no, my friend is a nurse. And so she was saying, I don't think that her mom realized what they just told her. Because, mama ain't receiving death. Like, we're not receiving the death sentence. But God, I know if you don't save her, you're able to save her. And here I am 10 years later. So I thank God for, the prayers. I thank God for mama being there. Like, she was persistent coming, pulling them curtains back when I just wanted to be like, lady, can you just leave it dark in here? But the the light is where we are drawn to, and that is what we need in our life, is the light. And so I do thank God for those hard days when I didn't feel like getting up, and they made me get up and walk, and they
Wow.
tried to talk to me to get me talking again, because I couldn't talk, I couldn't write, I couldn't walk, I couldn't do any of the things that we sometimes take for granted. And
Wow.
so the takeaway is, keep the faith. What is for you is for you, regardless of the report of the doctor, the credit, the job, whatever it is. Regardless of that report, God has got you. And
Mm.
so
Mm.
keep the faith. That's what I would say. And also, the little girl, Celena, I would tell her, it's not your fault. And it's all going to be okay, because it's all working together.
It's
It's
gonna be
all
okay.
working together for our good. And so, yeah, so I see Elizabeth blowing up the chat. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. And I don't usually give the takeaways after the guest, but today, like, just your some of your testimony that you shared and in your bio, it did speak to me. I'm a single mom of two, and I've been divorced, and or am divorced, and um, you know, using what the devil meant for my bad, and I'm using it for good, becoming a coach and becoming a wedding officiant and becoming this I don't even know what to call what I'm becoming, but I love it. I
Just
love
becoming,
It's just becoming,
like Michelle Obama said, becoming.
coming, finding your voice and speaking your truth. If I could have just learned this years ago, oh my God, I don't even know where I would be, because it's a way to say things, and you can say it lovingly or you can say it harsh. If you want someone to receive it, it needs to be in love and in compassion and with empathy. So,
Exactly.
so thank you so much, Coach, for spending your Saturday with me. I appreciate you so much, beautiful. I can't wait to promote your book. So please make sure that I get a copy, because I want to tell everybody, and I will also bless someone with a copy. So I'm gonna get 2 copies, and then we may put something up, and for everyone that shares, we'll have a drawing, and then give away a free book. So whatever I can do to help you, we're here to encourage and help one another. So just know, Conversations with Celena is here for Thrive Emotion Coach University. So if there's anything that I can do, just let me know, and I will do my very best.
Thank you, Celine.
Listen,
Thank
and
you, Celine. Thank you, audience. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to hear this segment. And I hope that you had a great time today. I know I did. I'm honored, and I'm so pleased with today's.
yes, thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you so much. And I did not play the and I changed this too, so I'm gonna play it right here at the end. We're gonna be right back before we close out. Hang tight, my sunshine. Conversations with Celena. We'll be right back. Hey, sunshine. Yes, that is it. That is it. That's all. Huh?
Fantastic.
Thank you. Shout out to TL Media. So yes, thank you so much, Coach T. Hang on before you hang up. Thank you all guests. Please share this video. That way we can get the word out about Coach T, the university, and the upcoming release of her very first book. So be sure to share this video, and thank you all so much for joining. Go share a smile and spread some sunshine. Until next time, keep it smiling, sunshine.
Bye.
Hang on, Coach T.
Okay.